How's it going, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm Dan the Cobbler. How long does it actually take to fix a pair of shoes, or how long did that repair actually take, is a question I get all the time. So I thought, why not make a video on exactly that question? We're going to do a typical shoe repair. I'm going to time myself and we're going to see how long it takes. Keep watching, see what it's all about. So once again, welcome back, guys. Hope you're doing fantastic. So as I said, we're doing how long does it take to fix a pair of shoes. I don't know how long this video is going to be because I'm going to time myself doing the repair, but chop the video down into a more watchable experience for you guys. So what we're doing is a full leather sole repair because that's the most general, thorough, and popular repair that we would do. So I figured that's a good idea to use for our shoe repair. So what we've got is this pair of Church's shoes. They're a little bit worn out, they just need a resole, and we're going to have them looking a little something like this once they're done. Now I've got Carla helping me today, and I'm going to be using my trusty G-Shock Mudmaster to time the repair. I'm interested to see how long it's going to take. I've got a pretty good idea how long it takes. I've done 1 or 2 pairs in my time, and we'll see how it goes. Now I am going to say I'm not going to be rushing this repair. I'm going to be doing a proper job, the same as I would with anything else, but I'm going to be doing it with a bit of haste to see how quickly I can get it done. So without further ado, let's hit it. Okay, so I've got my trusty G-Shock Mudmaster to do our timing. I'm going to hit the start button, get the clock going. As soon as we're rolling, we're going to start with the repair. 3, 2, 1, go. Getting our top heel off. Almost forgot in my haste, we should have removed these laces. Gets them out of the way, just in case they were ever to get caught in the machine, which to be honest never happens, but it's always good to be safe. So we're going to release the rest of the sole just by cutting through the stitches. Right, so we've got this old cork. It's pretty rubbish, so we're going to get that out. Make room for new cork. So this is very dry. We'll just push it out. So now we are picking the stitches out, which is probably one of the most time-consuming parts of the repair. Shall we see how we're doing with time? 10:28, 10 minutes 28. Not a bad start. So like I've said in all of my videos before, picking the stitches out is important, but some people will skip this stage because it speeds up the process. Makes it a quicker repair. So although we're trying to see how quickly we can do this, we're not skipping on quality. So if you're doing it, make sure you take the stitches out. It's only taken us about, what, 4 minutes maybe, if that, 3 minutes. It's not a huge time consumer. Okay, so next step is getting cork in the cavity. So let's get a quick dab of glue in there, and then our tin of cork. So just going to fill up our cavity with cork. This is going to give our repaired shoe some nice fresh cushioning. I didn't even ask you, camera girl Carla, how long do you think this is going to take?
Maybe like an hour.
An hour. And what are we on right now?
We are on 14 minutes.
Okay, no pressure. So we've got our shoe ready and our new sole ready. We need to get glue on it, obviously. So one trick, I've already put a coat of glue on here first because we need to let it dry and do 2 coats. So just to save ourselves a bit of time, already got some glue on the sole, and now it's time for our second layer. So let's get sticky. Okay, so we'll let the glue dry for 5 minutes once it's had 2 coats. Right, so we'll let the glue dry for 5 minutes after we've done 2 coats, and then we heat it up to activate the glue, and then we can stick it together. Right, so we're ready to get our sole on. I've got the sole in the heat lamp here. We actually spent a bit longer than I thought gluing and waiting for it to dry, about 12 minutes. So it's a bit of an eye-opening experience this, timing ourselves. Carla's upset that she's got shot with the heat gun because it's so hot today as it is. Okay. Now we'll give him a press. Right, so we've got our sole on and we've cut the excess off. What we need to do now is come to the machine, get our trimmer attachment on and finish around nicely. But first, can we get a time check, Carla?
36:45.
So we just stitch the sole on. Little cobbler trick is to get some water and wet the stitches so we can then hammer the leather down so it's a bit neater. I just got a little smudge there. It's really frustrating when you're trying to do a neat job and you get a bit of a smudge somewhere, but never mind. So what we're doing now is just going around a super fine sandpaper to get the edge of the leather nice and smooth, so we can go around and finish the edge with our black ink. I like to do it before I get the heel on, just so I can get to this little section here nice and neatly. So just while the ink is drying on the shoe, we're going to focus on our heel. So we've already got some glue on our old heel block and our new combination heel. So we're going to let that dry, heat it up and stick that together, much the same as the sole. It's good to do a different job such as this while something else like the sole is drying, because that's going to save us time. Right, I'm going to press this together. Carla, can we get a time check?
55 minutes.
Okay, so we finished around the edge, and I just want to get a bit of a sole finish on the bottom before we put the heel on. You can take your pick what you want to use. Today I'm going to use the Sapphire Sole Guard. Just gives us a nice bit of stain and waterproofs the sole. That way we can get right up to this heel crease without our heel block being in the way. So what we're doing now is waiting for the glue on this heel block to dry, and that's all we're doing, just waiting for this to dry. So this is eating into our time more than I'd like. We are on 1:05, so we're over Carla's hour. So we're just nailing the heel block on with buttress nails from the inside out. So a few things, obviously we've removed the liner. I've put down some paper bags just to keep the bottom of the sole nice and clean. And lastly, I like to do this before finishing the heel on the machine, just because sometimes when we can put the nails in, it moves the leather a little bit. I'll be honest, we spent way longer waiting for that heel block glue to dry, so we're behind schedule. Okay, so we've done the meat and potatoes of the repair, guys, got our sole on and the heel, but it wouldn't be a proper job without paying some attention to the uppers. So we're gonna do some TLC. We've got the Sapphire 1925 shoe cream, which is gonna nourish and hydrate the leather and also put that black pigment back into it. And then we've got the Medaldor polish wax just to give it a nice shine and really give it a nice pop. It's so hot that the wax is almost turned to liquid. It's melted. That's how hard we're working, viewers. It's so hot in here that the wax has melted. Carla's almost evaporated. How are we doing for time, camera girl Carla?
Let's have a look. 1 hour, 23 minutes.
Okay, so we're just going to buff it up with our yak hair brush, get a nice shine, and then when we're finished, we can call time. Let's stop the clock. 1:27, 1 hour 27 minutes, ladies and gents. Okay, so job done, guys. We finished the repair. You can see it's a little bit hot in here from my glistening face. Now, something amusing just happened because I was rushing through that. I had to get it done in a hurry as well because the customer was picking them up, and he's just picked them up and taken them. So I can't show you the finished result. Although I can show you earlier the left or the right hand shoe I'd previously done. This is what it looked like in the end. But either way, our full leather sole repair took 1 hour and 27 minutes. However, I am going to say we spent a lot of time slowing down, getting the shots to make the video, and Carla helping me with the video chewed up a lot of our time. So I'm going to confidently say this job really takes about an hour. So that is the answer to the question. How long does it take to fix a pair of shoes? If you're doing a proper job and a full, thorough sole replacement, 1 hour is about right. Now, something I can say is if there's more than one of you working in the shop, of course, that's going to speed things up. And I mentioned a lot about waiting for the glue to dry. If you have 2 jobs on the go at once, you save yourself a lot of time by gluing one whilst working on the other shoe and vice versa, gluing something else, letting paint dry. You can be more efficient if you do multiple things at once. But that is the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit of fun. If you did make it all the way to the end, hit like, really helps me with the channel. Hit that subscribe and the notifications bell so you're kept in the loop every time I upload new content. And remember, check out our online shop, tringshoerepairs.com, if you need any sapphire shoe care products. But just before I go, if you enjoyed this video, I want to leave you with this video right here. If you enjoyed this, check out that one. I'm sure you will find it a lot of fun. But I'm out of here. I am actually away for the weekend, going to Venice for a much needed break, and it's going to give me a little bit of a chance to catch up with some editing. So I hope to see you when I'm back, when I'll have some fresh content ready for you. Cheers.